Hello and welcome. My name is Romney. Thank you so much for joining my video today. Now, many of you may not know that there's additional options for you to self-publish your books outside of the biggest player being Amazon KDP. Yes, they are the ones that tend to dominate, but there are other platforms you can upload your book to if your book meets the criteria. So one of those platforms is IngramSpark. Now I've created a full course on IngramSpark. If you wanted to check that out, it's on Udemy and I can leave the link below. Outside of that though, if you just want to know some surface level details, then I'll provide that in this video. Now in a moment, I'm going to jump onto my dashboard. I'll show you some of the what they call author compensation that I've been receiving from IngramSpark. Now I've been with I've been publishing my books on IngramSpark now for 3.5 years, maybe 4 years. So I have got some good momentum on the platform, but it just continues to provide an additional income stream for me. And it's a great way of expanding beyond Amazon. Now, IngramSpark do have thousands of different distribution channels that Amazon pretty much don't reach. So some of these platforms could be other online bookstores that you could be publishing a book on. They might be libraries, they might be schools, they might be universities, brick and mortar stores. There's a number of different distribution channels that Ingram have beyond just Amazon. So what you need to consider is the type of book that you are publishing. Now, I'm going to leave a link in the description below, which is a link to the content integrity unit of IngramSpark. And within that link, you'll see a blog post outlining what you can and you cannot publish on IngramSpark. So some of those books might be no content books. There's even some low content books you can't publish on. So not every book is eligible. However, it is worth considering. Now, one of the major things that you need to consider is purchasing an ISBN. Now, an ISBN is the unique code number or the book reference number that you would get from an organisation like Bowker.com, or if you're in Australia, it's Thorpe Bowker. If you're in the UK, it's Nielsen. You need to ensure that you purchase an ISBN to have your book uploaded to IngramSpark, but there is actually no upload fee for IngramSpark anymore. There used to be $49. The only thing is, if you were to change your manuscript with IngramSpark after, I think it might be 3 or 4 weeks, then you do have to pay a fee of about $25 US dollars to change your manuscript. So you need to ensure that you have the right manuscript to start with. Anyway, let's jump onto my dashboard. I'll show you some of the revenue or compensation that I've been receiving. So therefore, it gives you a bit of an idea about the benefits of publishing much wider than just having your books on Amazon KDP. Let's get onto it now. So one of the first questions that some people ask, well, how many books do you actually have on IngramSpark? Well, now it would be about maybe 90 books that I have on IngramSpark. Some are really good sellers, others don't really get any sales at all. But that's okay, because it's almost like the 80-20 rule. 80% of my books tend to only produce 20% of the revenue, but 20% of the books make up 80% of the revenue. So what I'm going to do is to go to reports, and that will show you some of the compensation that I'm receiving as a publisher on IngramSpark. So we go across to here to reports. Then what we do is actually scroll down and it will ask for compensation. So we go to compensation right here. Now this map will show over the past 30 days where most of my books have been selling. So you can see that. You can see year-on-year glance and percentage of sales by subject. So what we're going to do is go to compensation. And this compensation will say the total paid that last period of time. So this is in Australian dollars. You can see total sales was 252 books. Net sales was nearly just over $2,500. Then there's a print charge, distribution charges, taxes, other charges, and then there's a net publisher compensation of $1,113.99, and that was for last month. However, it also says the estimated total unpaid compensation. So that is the amount that's accruing because IngramSpark pay every 90 days. And therefore, that's sort of a couple of months or 3 months worth of payments that are starting to come through. That's not including this current month of June 2024. So if I go to the current transactions, where are we? If we go to Classic, and then this will actually take us to the current period. So we go to print sales report. Then if we go to the US, because you can choose the UK and Australia, the different marketplaces where you'll be earning income. And I choose US dollars, and you choose POD, print on demand. So then we scroll down and we hit submit, and this will provide the report for the books that has been selling under my account for the month of June 2024. So you can see there's a couple of books here, 29 quality sold there, 64 there, 4, 9, 2, 11. There's all these different numbers here. So there's quite a few books that are selling. If we go down the bottom, there's been 218 books sold thus far this month, and it's the 14th of June. Total amount, $813.38 in US dollars. So it's around about 1,200 Australian dollars so far this month, and it's only halfway through the month. So that's what you need to keep in mind, that IngramSpark give you a great opportunity to sell lots of books across the world. And this is just the US market. There's also books being sold in the UK and Australian markets. And also there's global distribution to marketplaces like South Africa and India as well, which is a growing landscape for IngramSpark. So I just wanted to show you the compensation that is possible with Ingram. It can take a fair bit of time to get the traction that I've had. As I said, I've been publishing on here for a few years now. So you're not going to get this compensation immediately. It does take time, but is absolutely worth it if you consider the amount of money month in, month out that I'm receiving. And the good thing is that I don't do any marketing whatsoever for these books. I do use Amazon ads for my KDP books, but for my Ingram books, I do not do anything at all. So it's the best passive income that I receive with my self-publishing. So as you can see, the income side of things is a great advantage for publishing wider than just Amazon KDP. For me, getting an additional $1,000 per month is amazing, and it is all passive income. As I mentioned, I haven't been advertising at all with IngramSpark or anyone to let them know about my books. Ingram get my book out to those bookstores, online bookstores, brick and mortar stores, libraries, etc. But it can all be found in the online course that I've mentioned. But to gain access, then what you need to do is follow the following steps. So if you wanted information about my IngramSpark course or any of my other courses, you can go to Self-Publishing Courses on Global Self-Publishing. Here you can access the 2-hour free KDP Fast Track course, so you can go through the steps to join. Then if you scroll down further, you can see the course right here. So it's a 5-hour course. You can enroll in Udemy or using Skillshare, but you can also take up the offer of my publishing membership, which is $19 per month to access all my self-publishing courses that you see listed here. Now, there's also some resources for IngramSpark. You can just go down and click on the download button here, and that will take you to a way to download the PDF. But there's also other information here that you might find helpful as well. So make sure you check out globalselfpublishing.com for all of that information. So what are the final actions that I recommend? Number 1, check out IngramSpark. Find out whether your books are eligible, and I'll leave the content integrity link below so you can check out if your book is actually eligible. You'd need to purchase an ISBN or a number of different ISBNs if you have multiple books that you want to upload, but also check that they permit your country of residence. I have heard that there are some people, for example in Nigeria I believe, that actually can't upload books to IngramSpark, but just double check with the IngramSpark support team to ensure that you can actually upload before you go ahead and spend money buying ISBNs as well. So there you have it, a great opportunity to expand and increase your income with self-publishing. Don't just think Amazon KDP, think of other marketplaces, other online stores where you can market your books, like IngramSpark and others like Drafter Digital as well. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching. Jump onto my website, take my free Amazon KDP course as well. Check out all the other resources, and I look forward to providing my next video to you, and I'll see you then. All the best. Goodbye.